So now what it is this is somewhat a grade six topic, but teachers never used to teach this. I don't remember learning anything to do with circuits from grade one to grade two. So if we have this one, which is a component of an electric circuit, which is called resistor one, and then that one is resistor two. As long as they're connected in a straight line, then they're connected in series. So that's a series circuit. If we also have the battery there supplying the energy, which is pumping charge, and then we have the switch somewhere here, then we have the simple electric circuit. And then we have those components connected like that. So we call this one a series circuit. Contrary to that, yes, if we have a resistor there, another resistor there, and another resistor there, then what we have, check this one out, because the moment current flows from this point to that one, when it reaches this point, it will divide. If it's 4 amperes, 2 amperes will flow in here, 2 amperes will flow in there, depending on the resistance or the resistance of these resistors. So now this one is called a parallel circuit. So able to tell the difference between the two. That one is in a straight line. These are actually in parallel. So we will dwell on series circuits, not parallel circuits. This one will be the second subtopic that we look at. So now, what is it? There are very important things that you need to learn about series circuits. So now to draw a better picture, again, what I will do is I will share a slide so that you get to see things clearly. Are you seeing anything?
No.
Okay. Can you see anything now?
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, so now arrangement of resistors. What we are doing on the series circuit. Let's take about it. We've already gone to. Okay, so this is a 3D arrangement here. There's a battery, and then there are those 3 bulbs. Those are connected in series. And then in books, you're likely to see something like this. So when you see something like this, then you know you're actually looking at series circuits or a series circuit. So now, what are the points that you need to walk away with about series circuits? These are very important. These are very important because you'll be applying them in solving numerical problems. So when you see such an arrangement as the one which is on top here, then you get to know you're looking at series circuit. So that's resistor 1, that's resistor 2, that's resistor 3. And so now, what do you need to know about the voltage when you're looking at series circuits? What you need to know is that the PD across the battery, what you're seeing at the far end here is a battery. So now the PD, which is the potential difference across the battery, is equal to, so this is the equation which is at the bottom here. The PD across the battery is equal to the PD across this first resistor plus the PD across the second resistor here plus the PD across this resistor, which is the last resistor there. So potential difference, which is electromotive force, is actually the sum of the PDs across these resistors. So in words, what I have to say is the potential difference across this resistor is different from the potential difference across that resistor, and it's also different from the potential difference across the third resistor. But when you add them all, they will give you the total of the potential difference across the pattern.
Yes.
So the first equation here goes with the first sentence on top there, the first point on your right. Let's move on to the second equation. Total current, so those symbols denote current. Total current is equal to the current through the first resistor here, which is equal to the current through the second resistor here, which is also equal to the third resistor, of the current through the third resistor. So what I'm saying is current is the same at all points in a series circuit. So the current which is coming from here is the same as the current passing through the first resistor, and it's the same current which is passing through the second resistor, and it's the very current passing through the third resistor. So if we have three amperes coming from this side, it will be the same through the first resistor, the second, and the third resistor. So that one goes with the second bullet here. Current is the same at all points in the series circuit. Then the third one, how would you determine total resistance? This resistor here is offering its own amount of resistance. The second one as well is offering its own amount of resistance. And the third one is offering its own amount of resistance. So now, how do you find total resistance in a series circuit? So for you to determine the total resistance in a series circuit, you add them the way you add numbers. If this one is offering 2 ohms, that one 3 ohms, that one 4 ohms, you simply add them. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 4, that's 9 ohms. So now this is what I'm showing here before today. Total resistance is equal to resistor 1 plus resistor 2 plus resistor 3. But remember, if you only have 2 resistors, you simply end here, resistor 1 plus resistor 2. If you have 5, the others will be 5 as well. So that one goes with the last sentence here. It says the total resistance of the components connected in the series circuit is equal to the sum of the separate resistors. And then what follows here? Example. All right. So I'm beginning to learn that I can explain and be able to do things on your own. So what do? We go back to the notes, you copy them, we come to the example, or I start with the examples.
We can do the examples, no problem.
Okay, beautiful. So now what we have is what do we have? Okay. So let me draw this here. Are you seeing what I'm drawing?
Yes.
Okay. That's 12 volts. Then we have 1 ohm. Then we have 3 ohms. The first one is find
the total resistance.
Total resistance. Then B, the PD of 1 ohm. C, the PD of 3 ohms. And then the current from the cell. So let's do this. Beautiful. You able to see that?
Yes.
Let me write these somewhere here. So we start with the first thing. They're saying find the total resistance, right? So solution is A. How would you determine total resistance? Let's see if you're able to remember the things that you have said. So we say total
Resistor is
resistance.
equals to
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is equal to
resistor 1 plus resistor 2.
resistor 1 plus resistor 2. Excellent. So total resistance is equal to that's 1 ohm plus 3 ohms. So total resistance is equal to 4 ohms. How one ohm is So we move on to B. The video seems to be frozen. Okay,
Yes, please.
Okay, awesome. So now B is saying the PD of what? 1 ohm resistor. The PD of 1 ohm resistor. So now we are going back to Ohm's law. We're going back to Ohm's law. So how do you find potential difference? So potential difference, which is also known as voltage, right? Voltage is equal to,
yes.
How do you find that? Current times what?
Energy.
So that one won't be applicable because we don't have energy.
Okay.
So you check what you don't have and what you have. So we'll fall back on Ohm's law. So Ohm's law is the one which should be applicable here. So what does it say? Has this one surprised you?
I know.
You know where it's coming from, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So now what you do is you check, do you have current here? There's nowhere where we've been given current, right?
Yes.
Yeah, since we don't have current, we have to determine current. That's when we're going to apply it here to find voltage across the 1 ohm. So we are still making use of Ohm's law, but this time around, I'm assuming you already know how to manipulate Ohm's law to make any of those quantities subject to the formula. So right away, I can say current is equal to voltage over resistance. Has that one confused you?
No.
Okay. So we say current is equal to what's voltage?
12 volts.
Beautiful. Then what's the resistance? The total resistance of the circuit.
4 ohms.
4 ohms. So that's 3 amperes, right?
Yes.
So that's the current surging through the entire circuit. So now, having determined this, we can now determine the potential difference here. So we can say voltage or the potential difference here is equal to current passing through this resistor, and what's the resistor being offered by the same resistor? 1, right? So voltage is equal to 3 times 1, 3. 3 volts, right?
Yes.
So that's 3 volts. How about the second one? The PD of 3 ohms. It's the same. So we're applying the same formula. And here things will be much easier because we've already known current. So it will be
the current.
Voltage is equal to current times resistance. So voltage is equal to, what's the current?
3 ampere.
3 amperes. And what's the resistance being offered by the resistance?
4 ohms.
What's the value of the resistance?
The total resistance?
No, we are just focusing on this resistance.
Oh, the second resistor?
Yes.
The 3.
Right. So voltage is equal to. So now the thing is, they want us to determine the potential difference across this resistor. So we'll focus on the resistance coming from the same resistor, not the resistance of the entire circuit. It's this one, like we did in the first class. So 3 times 3, 9 volts.
9
now,
volts.
There was that equation that I showed you in the first class, which was stating that the potential difference across the path, which we also call EMF, of the open of the open, yeah, of the open circuit equates to the sum of the potential difference here and the sum of the potential difference there, right? So we say
Yes.
V1 plus V2 will give us EMF. So now in this case, electromotive force or the potential difference across the battery is 12, right? So EMF has been substituted in the 12 is equal to, we want to check if that will hold to this question. So V1, what's V1? This is the one we found here. What did we find?
3 volts.
3 volts. So the order of value, that's 3 volts plus, what's the second voltage that we found across that resistor?
3.
Yeah.
9 volts.
9 volts. So when we add the 3 to 9, what do we get?
12.
So now it's holding true because this 12 volts is actually the potential difference across the battery. And when we add V1, which is across this resistor, to V2 across the second resistor, we are finding a 12. So we know we have worked out everything perfectly well. And the equation is holding true. So now what's the last question? They're saying the current through the cell, right? The current through the cell. So the same current we determine is actually the same current passing through the cell.
Okay.
So that's the current is equal to 3 amperes. Yeah, assuming that the battery has negligible resistance. So,
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
what do I do? I take you back to the question you copied, and then I bring you back to the answer. Did you copy the questions?
No.
Okay, we'll do things randomly. Go up,
Alright.
you copy the picture. Then the answer, that's when now I'll take you back to the, and you even do the question. So you do some individual work there, and that's what you write the notes. Are you seeing? Good.
Hello.
Are you seeing what's being shared?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Done.
Done. Okay. So now these are actually preparing for answering questions that are quite paper based.